So, welcome to Gaming Focus News and the media booth here at SiGMA Europe 2023. Galust, it's really cool to have you with me. You are head of marketing at CreedRoomz. Now, for anybody who, I know we've got some really exciting news to get to. You've just won an award. You've had a great time here at SiGMA already. Before we get there, if you don't mind, Galust, I'm just going to read the introduction to CreedRoomz, and I'd like you to fill in the gaps. So CreedRoomz is a tech company providing high-quality live casino solutions. CreedRoomz apply ultra-modern technologies to a great deal of gameplay, including gameplay robotization and advanced game development. And if anyone goes to your social medias or your website or anything like that, they can see that this innovation, this kind of technology applied really leads what you do. But fill in any gaps that I've missed out on. So what else do I need to know about CreedRoomz?
So first of all, thank you very much for the invite. It's really nice to sit with you and to speak with you. Regarding CreedRoomz and the text that you just said us, everything is correct, everything is right. So CreedRoomz is a live casino provider established in 2012. So 3 years ago, we rebranded and renamed it, and it became from from Bed Construct Live Casino, CreedRoomz Live Casino. We increased the quantity of our tables, so we are becoming with the three main solutions what we are suggesting to our partners. First one is generic API solution, which means that operators taking our contact to their platform and providing to their clients. The second one is dedicated tables and studios, which means that an operator and partner can request a table or a studio like dedicated, custom made only for him with his branding, colors and everything. And the third solution, which is calling land to live technologies, it is about bringing land-based casinos to online. So for example, you have like land-based casino, we can transform your business to online business, bringing and set up the cameras, doing a staff trainings for 3 months and everything, setting up from A to Z, and then you are performing and offline and online. So this is the main three solutions that we are coming up for this year. We focused, will continue, but we focused on a dedicated solution this year, and we got really increasing numbers, increasing tables, and in other languages and in other studios. So basically, we already have a new studio which we are going to open in 2024.
You are answering all of my questions in the opening paragraph.
I'm just reading your minds. What will be your questions?
You're making it so easy for me,
Easy for all of
Galust.
us, yes.
Exactly.
So basically, as I told, on 2024 we are going to open new dedicated studios for our partners. I cannot open more borders. Also, we are going to increase our generic tables. We already did it with the Brazilian Portuguese tables because we are growing in LATAM, and LATAM market is growing for everybody.
I'm going to stop you there because I really want to delve into this in just a second. But just to summarize, that's what CreedRoomz is all about. And you are really about applying technology advancements and being right there at the top of technology in the casino arena. Okay, cool. Because you're answering every question I've got, and that's going to make me redundant, right?
Okay, so I will let you do your job.
So look, I was given a number of discussion points as just pointers to what you guys do, and you've just mentioned LATAM and you mentioned Brazil, and this, I mean, my goodness. If I had a dollar for every time somebody's mentioned LATAM and Brazil since I started here at SiGMA Europe 2023, I'd probably be able to go to the bar by now. But one thing that is a key point for you guys, you just mentioned, and the key word that I have here is Brazilian tables. So first of all, what is a Brazilian table, and why is everyone heading to LATAM and heading to Brazil? Why are you, CreedRoomz, investing in Brazil?
So it's not a secret for our industry that in 2023, LATAM and Asian markets are growing, and basically for live casino, it's growing the classic games, blackjack and roulette, and sometimes it's coming with baccarat. But there is like a huge interest from their side, from LATAM markets, and we can see the players how they're starting to changing from slots and coming from some other, you know, specters of games to live casino specter, which is really nice for us. Uh, and for CreedRoomz, it was a really good year for Latam, as for everyone, because we got really good big partners in Brazil with whom now we are working and providing our games. And then we understood that it's time for us to have our own Brazilian Portuguese tables. So what we did, we hired girls from Brazil. We brought it to Armenia. They are working from Armenia now from Yerevan Studios, but they are Brazilian girls. So we have native Brazilian Portuguese speaking dealers who are now dealing blackjack or roulette and is live now. So basically, what we are doing already, we finished establishing 5 tables, roulette and blackjacks, and next year we are going to increase it for sure.
See, I was going to ask you, when you entered into a market like Brazil or LATAM or Asia, what is the most important aspect of your business? And you've just answered it. You've said we bring native speaking.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
also, I assume that with that would bring cultural nuances. So you, even if you had an English-speaking dealer who was in the UK and the US, you're probably going to get behavioral changes. And if I was in the UK, even if there was somebody in the US, they might be speaking English, but I might notice those differences.
Exactly.
So this is really important.
Very important. Also, the answer is why we're doing and increasing our tables because there is some requests from our partners. So what it means that, for example, our partners requested Brazilian Portuguese tables. So for us, it's important to give good content for them. And also, for sure, they see that the dealers who are speaking, they are speaking in native language. So it's good for them as well. And the opportunity that they will take our products, chances are going higher because they see the players will enjoy it. The players will enjoy native speaking dealers who are speaking in their language, and they will play like from every from one point of the world, I would say.
Now, you
From
also
everywhere.
mentioned Asia. You also mentioned that Asia is an interesting market for you as well. Is that
Exactly.
something that you would implement when you're looking at the Asian markets as well?
Asian market is really specific market comparing to other markets because it has so many small details on it. Yes, it's really interesting market and it's really specific market. Starting from like colors until the head of the dragons, like a lot of specifications which you need to apply to receive a good feedbacks from the players because they are very detailed guys. And for example, there is one color which can just not bring anyone to the tables. Or just the head of the dragon, it can be in one way, which has to be another way, and that might be a big problem. So Asian market is really specific market, and now we are learning how to improve ourselves because in this case, it's native speaking dealers is not enough.
And
There
it's
is a lot
so
of things to do.
interesting that you say that because I remember when I first learned many years ago that whilst red in the UK is, when you associate that with finances, is a really bad color, it's obviously the color of luck in a good part of Asia. Now, you just mentioned a color that you'd never have on the table. What's the color that you'd never have on the table?
Actually, there is also some regions which is depends on the regions as well. But I can tell you that the red color is the color that you have to have in your tables. And there is like red envelopes, for example, red color, which is their favorite color,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have to have it. But in the same time, it cannot be more because they will be, how to say, it has to be in a balance of everything, of numbers, of colors, of brandings, of dragons, all the small details, which is for Asian people very important.
Very important indeed. And I guess from your point of view, from your perspective, that makes an Asia market, for instance, a much greater challenge. Where maybe heading into LATAM and Brazil is kind of a little bit easier, would you
For
say?
sure, for sure. And not only for us, for all the providers.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there is a lot of work to do, there is a lot of things that you have to go deep to understand the players needed and the partners as well.
Okay, so moving away from the Asian market for a second, but for CreedRoomz, for you, and for you as well, Galust, which is the market that you are most comfortable? Which is the easiest market for what you do?
Uh, Easiest, and comfortable, it's for me like really different because easiest is one thing, but it can be like really difficult market, but it can be really comfort market. So I enjoy really Asian market because there is a lot of things to learn always. So in some markets there is like Brazilian markets, there's like basic things that you have to finish to complete and everything will be ready. In Asian market you always have to go deep. So this brings me comfort when I know that I have to learn and I need to learn. There is a lot of place to learn and there always something to learn from Asian market. So
You,
for
s-
me it's interesting Asian market.
you see, this says so much about you and your business and CreedRoomz because you've got this passion to learn, passion to embrace it, passion to move forward. Now, I'm going to ask you about something else on my notes that I've sent across. Another keyword: dedicated table solutions. What? What's the relevance of dedicated table solutions?
So as our providers, as our competitors as well, all of us, we have that solution which is calling like branded or dedicated solution. Uh, but what separate us from others? We give a lot of custom stuff to our partners who are coming with the dedicated solutions. So basically, starting from the jewelries until the colors of the dealers, until the speaking language of the dealers. For example, we opened like Kurdish tables, which is really rare and no one has it. But we had it, we got request, and we opened Kurdish tables. So we are really custom with the dedicated solutions, and we really work hard with every partner to understand their needs, like every single need, to get the point.
I think you hit the nail right on the head there when you just said we've opened Kurdish tables. I
Yeah,
mean, a dedicated table solution doesn't get more bespoke than that. That is absolutely
that is
amazing.
really nice.
Now, you mentioned this just a few minutes ago. I'm going to come back to this. We talked about 2024. You talked about 2 new game shows coming out in 2024. Tell me about this.
Uh, in this question, I cannot open a lot of borders. So I cannot tell you
Go
everything.
on,
What is
tell me.
no, no,
It's
no, no.
just me.
I will
I just
just
want to
tell
know.
you. It's not just me. It's just all the world who is watching us. I'm sure a lot of people will watch. So basically, we are going to increase our game numbers with 2 more game shows, which we are going to have in 2024. We are working on them almost 2 years, and we are really stressed in a good way to be in a good game and good game show and to be near the game shows that we have now, but much better and much improved as previous ones. I can only tell that one game show will be a little bit related with the roulette, and another one will has like 5, 6 bonus games inside.
Now,
Nothing more.
you see now, Galust, you're going to have to come back and sit here next year with
For
me,
sure,
all right?
for
And you
sure,
can tell me about
for
that.
sure.
That was a big tease.
I will do
Um,
the small presentations, detailed presentations, special for you of the games
Thank you.
when
I
it goes live.
appreciate. New Romanian studio. Is this something that you can talk about?
Yes, I can talk, and we are really happy to announce that we are going to Romanian market. I mean, we are in Romanian market. We have the license in Romania, but next year we are going to open a studios based in Romania because we understand that in Romania it's really nice. We have our stuff there. Everything is set up. Everything is good. But we need to move forward and to open new studios. And we understand that the Romanian market is really nice for us, working really good. Dealers are really good. The conditions for the workers are really good. So for next year, I suppose till September, October, we are going to have live studio in Romania, CreedRoomz studios in Romania,
That's
live
superb.
studios with all core games, market-specific games, for sure baccaras, uh, Indian games as well.
I love what you just said there, and I pick up on these things. I love that you said it's really good for the people that we're working, the teams that are working for you. It's a good environment for them, and that's just so fundamental to good business and good
Course.
business practice. And it makes me just so happy
Of
to hear
course.
that.
As you can see, patient what we have, we trying to put in every worker because if you are not doing your work with patient, there is no need to do anything.
You
In
see,
my opinion.
you are
In
absolutely
my
full of
opinion.
diamonds. I've got one
Thank
more
you.
thing to ask you about, which is Hindi studio. What is the Hindi studio?
Yes. Hindi Studio, as I told you before, we are working and creating the games, which is not only core or classic games, but are market-specific games. So we understood that we have to open our Hindi studio. What it means, it has Hindi games. We all know Andar Bahar, Simpati, Beton Simpati. They are games that the Hindi people love, and all of us know that the Hindi market is huge, huge, maybe huge than Asian market. I don't know, but like equal maybe. And we understood that we don't have like Asian Hindi specific studio. So we opened a new studio, which is like really specific Hindi market studio with all the small details, with the decorations and everything. We are live now already with Team Party in the Andar Bahar. Next year we are going to have the Beton Team Party and going to increase the number of the tables in Hindi studio as well.
That's fantastic.
And reaching all the markets and all the
That is
needs.
absolutely amazing. I love your attention to detail there. Let me ask you, last question, Galust. We started off talking about how good SiGMA 23 has been for you, and you touched on the fact that you've just won an award. What is the award that you just won? And first of all, congratulations.
Thank
But
you
what's
very
the
much.
award?
Thank you very much. The award is Live Casino Provider of the Year, and we are really happy to announce it because it's really good finish of the year and the new start of the next year. So we are really happy to receive that award as a Live Casino Provider of the Year of 2023. I suppose we'll go really forward and get the more prizes in 2024. But yes, it's a good finish of the year and a good start of the next year.
I am so pleased for you.
Thank you
Galust,
very
I'm
much.
going to make sure that you're back here with me talking about these new games in
And new awards.
2024.
And new awards. Thank you very much.
Thank
It was
you.
my pleasure.